So just 2 days ago, I finally decided to watch the documentary Minimalism, a documentary about the important things. Something I have talked about before, which they talked about in the documentary, all of these things that I will be talking about now are things that were reignited by what was talked about in the documentary. This idea that clothing is disposable, that after a season you get rid of it. After a year, it's time to get a new wardrobe. That type of mentality is not helpful for the world, for yourself and your own life. It's just not something that we should be doing. We shouldn't be over consuming. You know, we work so hard and then all of a sudden we just spend it all, and it's not really necessary. But the way our world is, we have created it so that we want things, and we have begun to value things a lot more than we should. We should value our family, our connections, our relationships, and sure, we can value things, but things are things we use, and we should not value them as if they are another relationship. Another thing that was brought up was this idea of what one does versus what one owns. And I think sometimes we kind of blur the lines there. We see someone with a big house and a fancy car, and we kind of equate that to, oh, they must do something important, or not necessarily good in the world, but they've accomplished something, and we just kind of automatically put that onto them, which, you know, that's not wrong to do so, but you shouldn't just judge someone who has maybe a simpler life and think that they haven't done amazing things to better themselves and the world also. I think, just speaking from personal experience, I might be very, very busy, and I don't know if I convey that very well through my videos, but I do feel like there's always something that I should be doing or something that I could be doing. There's a lot of family things all the time, and I don't always have the time that I might want to do these types of things or work on my business or other things like that. But it's not that I'm busy with things that I don't love. It's not just busy work. I'm not just working to make money. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy spending time with my family, with my niece and nephew, with my grandpa, with all of my family. I enjoy that, and it's hard to put a value on it. If I were in college right now, I would be missing out on everything that's happening in my family, which I wouldn't know what I'm missing out of because I wouldn't be there to know. But I think there's something really valuable about being a part of other people's lives and really making the time. And not that I have a lot of extra time, but I do have the ability, because of what I've chosen to do and the commitments I've made, to be a little bit more present and in my family's life, which is something that is really invaluable. One more thing that I do want to mention is this idea of being genuine and really being able to be yourself. And I think a lot of times when people go into jobs and are just looking for the money, it can be really hard to feel like your whole heart is in it. And I think at the end of the day, what we really want is to feel genuinely accepted by other people by being just who we are. And I think it's hard to be who you are when you're in a situation that isn't in line with that. I am really grateful for the time and the energy that I have now to do the things that I love and to have other people support me. It feels really amazing. Anyway, that wasn't really a review of the documentary, but if you have the time, it's available on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, I think, and a whole bunch of other places. I will link it below. You should really check it out if you're interested in sustainability, tiny houses, in minimalism, really any of those 3 topics, it covers all of that and so much more. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you very soon.